Rob?
Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues in the Batman universe, and today we're taking a look at another larger figure. Hopefully you can kind of tell that. I've got the camera backed out really far, but Automatica, Olivia herself, sent this to me, and I was totally blown away by her sending this to me. I'm not exactly sure where she was at. I'll kind of have to probably get some information from her, but she saw this and said, "Hey Rob, is this something you might be interested in?" It's listed at $24.99, about $25, and we were kind of texting back and forth, and I had said, "Oh, you know, I would really like it, but you know, I just don't quite have the money. We're doing some new fixtures in the bathroom, so we're kind of putting money there." So I said, "Sadly, I'll have to pass." And wouldn't you know it, she sent it to me. So I'm not sure exactly where she found it, if she did in fact pay that price for it. Olivia, thank you so very much. You did not have to do that. You are so very kind. So all I can say is check your mail. So this is really cool. This was something I looked at in toy stores for quite a while, and I kept telling myself, oh, when they go on sale I'll get one. And this was probably like right around the time where toy stores and just manufacturers were putting less quantities of some of these type of things out back in 1998 when this was issued. This is the last iteration of the Batman animated series. It's the new Batman Adventures, kind of like that, where they redesigned things a little bit. And it's actually my favorite version of the Batman animated series. And one of the big reasons was they included Tim Drake finally into the animated series, and I believe technically that the red and black costume actually made its debut first before they did it in the comics, which I thought was really kind of cool. And I like this kind of look for Tim. I like his classic look. I was never a fan of the little Red Riding Hood cape that he has in here, and we'll kind of get into that in just a little bit. But it was one of these things that I always kind of told myself I would get, just being a Robin fan, and you know, time kind of gets away from you, and I never saw them again in the stores. So I always told myself, you know, maybe someday I'll pick one up, but Olivia beat me to the punch. So again, thank you very much. Reviewed two rather larger figures back to back, something I thought this would be easier probably to get a hold of, and I never bit the bullet and did it. So all I could say is a million times over, Olivia, thank you. I've got the camera backed out really far to get this, to get most of him in frame. It'll be a lot easier once I get him out of the package here. So I could accidentally bump the camera. I've got the lens backed out as far as I can. I'm going to have to really reach to grab the box, but here's the box. We'll get a better look at the inside here. And again, bear with me with the lights, as I'd had to back the camera out as I have the lights more focused on the table. So there we are. As you can see, the accessories it comes with: 3 batarangs, looks like a walkie-talkie type of communicator, or a Zach Morris type phone. And the grappling gun actually fires. It says firing bat weapon, which is really kind of cool here. That, I'm assuming, is the price she paid for it. So kind. You did not have to do that. I really appreciate it. It says Robin Action Collection, rather. It says, warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years, ages 4 and up. So I'm in the ages 4 and up range, so I shouldn't swallow these too much. Kenner did have a license, but in the last iteration of the animated series, Hasbro/Kenner, Hasbro actually bought the licensing, and so they were producing this last little bit, even though on some things the Kenner stamp does still appear. There's a nice side art of I've always liked the silhouette in the video game from this line. I believe it was Batgirl, or either Robin or Nightwing. One of the two would disappear in the video game to kind of show the Batgirl was part of that video game. So they kind of did some graphic rendering. But I always thought this was a really cool logo. And I had seen some after a while that they did include Batgirl down here in the bottom. So this is the new Batman Adventures. There's Tim Drake there. Says fully posable, authentic styled outfit and accessories. And then here's the back. It says collect them all. Of course, we have, in this particular wave, we have Robin, Batgirl, get her in frame there, and Harley Quinn. I saw this one quite a bit. And the first wave was Batman, Nightwing, and the Joker. So, got another, again, a little picture here. We'll read the back right here. It says, Robin, the newest member of Gotham City's elite crime-fighting force, is Tim Drake, the second Robin. The son of a small-time hood who ran afoul of Two-Face, Tim was rescued from certain death at the hands of Two-Face's henchmen by Batman. The Dark Knight was impressed by Tim's courage and fighting skills and took the boy under his wing as the new Robin. Having grown up on the streets, Tim has a definite chip on his shoulder. Get that in frame there. Authentically styled, direct from the animated series, Robin comes with his trademark crime-fighting suit, detachable walkie-talkie, locator device, and firing grapple, and 3 batarangs. So very cool. They kind of combined Tim Drake and Jason Todd in the animated series, kind of gave him a little bit of Jason's personality and Robin's costume and name there. But after a while, they went more of the Tim Drake route. So I am really excited to get this open. As you can tell, this box has seen some better days here. And on a side note, I was kind of doing some looking around on eBay and Amazon, and my phone is going off. I had sent a message to my other Rogue Show host telling Olivia that I found one of these on Amazon for $900, for $999, almost $1,000. Really? $1,000. Somebody on Amazon as a private seller is selling it. I have said, what person in their right mind or wrong mind would buy that, would pay that much? So the box is a little kind of warped there. It's not wanting to stand really well. So I'm really eager to get this out of package, and we'll get a better look at the Tim Drake Robin from the new Batman Adventures. And he is about 10 inches, and we'll kind of look at him. So we'll be right back again, Olivia. Thank you very, very much. I absolutely love him, Olivia. He's a cute little figure. Very, very cool. This was something, I was looking at things like this at the Warner Brothers store when those were still around, and this was something I ended up passing on. I could have just kicked my ex-wife in the head. That's why she became an ex-wife. No, not really. But she's like, no. So I ended up getting a plush Robin that I'll have to show one of these times instead of something like this. But I finally have it. This is so, so cool to have. He back in the day with some of these capes, like we say, that they tie them into the package. So this has been there for 16 years, so I'm going to be very careful pulling these threads out just to kind of keep the cape in place. I just don't know why they do that, but they did. So pull that one out. It's like pulling out stitches, but he looks very, very cool. He's a little on the wobbly side. His legs are, he's not a real stiff figure. He may have to kind of lean on somebody just in their kind of top-heavy cartoon proportions, but still very, very cool. I love this guy immensely. Hopefully he'll stand. I may have to bring up my other base because I don't think he wants to stand on the card table. You know what? We'll pause this really quick and I'll get him on my normal review stand. One moment. All right, that's much better. I got him on my normal review little base that I have here, and he's standing much, much better. Again, a cute, cute figure. Absolutely love him. Great, great, great. And he's got a decent amount of articulation for, you know, a 1998 figure. The figures that we had before, here's the Robin from the, you know, 3 3/4 line. I took the little rubber cape that he had on and found one of my Batman and Robin extra Robin capes and put this black cape. I kind of like the cloth cape on the Batman and Robins to kind of make him fit in with the rest of the animated series line. So I'm glad that he does have a cloth cape here. Again, I like a longer cape. I thought a longer cape would have been better on the Robin character, but I knew they were trying to show that he was a kid, so they gave him like this little Red Riding Hood type of cape, which I think is really kind of weird and kind of hokey a little bit. Almost the same size as the Arkham City cape, but being a Tim Drake fan and seeing that they finally were putting him in the animated series really just made my day. It was a big deal for me, just being a Robin fan, to see that Tim Drake was finally getting his just rewards, or his just desserts, I guess, as you will. He was kind of out of frame right there. Is kind of working on his joints. Cape's a little wrinkled. Now, granted, this has been in the package since 1998, so we're talking 16 some odd years there. So I bet with an iron or something like that, or maybe taking a little bit of a spray water bottle and kind of steam this, I could flatten that right out, no problem whatsoever. Now, I could customize this. The cape is Velcroed, so there is that part of me that, and I might actually do this with this cape, take this cape off, and my wife can sew pretty good, and I may have her actually make a longer cape for the Robin figure. May kind of use the DC Direct Robin that I recently did, and buy a couple pieces of material and see if she can fashion me a longer cape. So I think that'd be really kind of cool. I may have to do an update video when I get that far. So anyway, let's get on with the articulation here, as I'm kind of, again, Olivia, this is just so cool. And especially to have something from the animated series and it to be Tim Drake and from my favorite version of the animated series. It's just excellent, very cool. Now, he's all plastic, very much the same plastic, just, you know, in a greater scale and thickness as the normal animated series, but they did do a little bit of extra articulation that the basic 5-pointers don't have. So Robin's head does look left or right, just traditional action figure, no up or down or anything like that. The arms do go in a full 360. Now, they would go all the way around if I took this part of the tunic off, because this part is actually cloth and so is the cape, but this is just plastic, so there's no cloth here. So if I were to go all the way around, it's going to start to bunch, as you can see right there, but it is made, the figure is made to go all the way around. He does have a swivel at the elbow and also bends at the elbow and turns at the glove. As you can tell here, you can probably see the cut here, he turns at the waist. Legs go just standard action figure articulation, just forward and back. With the exception, I just now noticed this, the legs are on a T-joint. So they should, there he goes. Could go out, so I could get him in a little bit of a kicking pose, kind of like the, you know, something like that. So that's kind of cool. Not that there's a base or anything, there's no holes on the feet. You can kind of see, it says, so there's DC Comics, distributed by Hasbro Incorporated, made in China. So a couple little pieces of extra articulation that are really kind of cool, being a bigger figure, so I'm kind of glad they went that route. So the cool thing is this belt is a separate piece also. So the belt could come off, and the tunic looks like it could come off. It's just Velcroed here in the back, and he appears just to be black underneath to kind of match this. So again, the more I'm looking at him, I like this, but I think with it just being kind of wrinkled, I might have my wife fashion me a little bit bigger cape here, but still very, very cool. I like this a lot. He does come with a few accessories. Let's see if we can get Robin to stand again. His legs are a little on the wobbly side. Now that I know that he can stand with a little bit greater stance, maybe he'll, yeah, there we go. Open his legs up just a little bit and he'll stand a lot better. Now he comes with a couple accessories here. Comes with a little walkie-talkie or a transmitter, and it's just rubber here. And this is made and designed to clip onto his belt, which is really kind of cool if you ask me. If you don't, well, that's fine. But it may kind of give the illusion of having the pouches. So you can have that one there. And then this is the same way, so you could hold on to it, kind of hold on to it like this if you want, or probably more like this. It's really hard to get the May have to be more like that. The hands don't want to open up really far, but you know, there you go. Can kind of talk to bats. There we go. Had to bring him up to the camera a little bit. But pretty cool. But this one could also, hopefully it's not too tight having the other side in. Yeah, having one of them in there really doesn't leave much room. Might be able to. So it kind of goes in like that. I'm probably all over the place trying to see. Yeah, I don't quite have it in. I probably won't pose him with it like that, but they are made to go in there as I just dropped that second one. It does come with 3 batarangs. I don't know why he needs 3, I guess in case you lose one. He only has 1 open hand, so having to try and turn this a little bit to get him to hold on to it, kind of like that. Apologize about that. The camera is slowly running out of memory on the camera. The last thing, he comes with this grappling gun, and it fires really well. There we go. So I shoot Robin. So this one actually kind of works. It'd be kind of cool if you could fashion it with a rope of some type, but it would totally get caught in there. But this is the hand that's actually made and designed to hold the grappling gun. So he does have 1 closed fist, so he could have had the grappling gun out. So you could see him a little bit better. Look in the camera, Timmy. So maybe he could have held on to the camera right here, or the camera to the transmitter, or had a batarang in here. But still, that's pretty cool. Could have 1 fist up in the air like he's getting ready to take off and fly up to the rooftop with Batman. So this is really, really cool. Olivia, thank you so, so very much. I'd like to do a comparison really quick to the DC Direct and just kind of show you the size that we're dealing with Tim. One moment. All right, there we are. We have the 13-inch DC Direct Robin with the approximate probably 7 to 8 inches. He's probably pushing closer to 8 inches tall from the new Batman Adventures from Hasbro. The Batman would be closer, probably more to 10 inches tall from the line, maybe even closer to this DC Direct Robin. But I thought I would get them both here on film, and I'm going to have them both proudly stand on my filing cabinet. So it's so, so very cool to have 2 little bit larger figures, and the first 2 that I add to my collection are 2 Robins, and one of my favorite Robins is the Tim Drake animated series Robin. All right, today we've been taking a look at Robin from the new Batman Adventures figure by Hasbro, the 10-inch Robin given to me by my good friend Olivia Automatica herself. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues and the Batman universe, signing off saying we will see you guys next time. Thanks, Olivia.